The story takes place in a world destroyed by a deadly viral pandemic. The film does not explain much about what exactly caused the outbreak. Instead, it focuses on how society has collapsed and how the remaining survivors are trying to live in this broken world. The story begins with Anna, a 19-year-old girl, searching for supplies in an abandoned town with her brother, David. Anna enters a store looking for medicine, but she finds nothing useful. Inside, she discovers a postcard from California. It makes her smile, and she quietly keeps it with her. Suddenly, Anna senses that someone else is nearby. She quickly leaves the store and tells David they need to go. It becomes clear that dangerous people have been watching the area for some time. The two run into the nearby forest, trying to escape. Even after getting far from town, someone is still following them. While running, David slips and injures his foot. Anna tries to help him, but David tells her to keep running and not worry about him. He promises he will make it home by evening and insists she save herself. Reluctantly, Anna listens and runs. David hides behind a fallen tree. Soon, he hears footsteps. A strange man wearing unusual clothes and holding a large knife walks toward the tree. The film does not show what happens next, leaving David's fate unclear. Anna keeps running until she knows no one is behind her, but David is still missing. Her home lies deep in the forest, far from any town. Her mother is very sick, always in bed, and we briefly see her hands had once been tied, hinting she might be infected, though the film never confirms it. When Anna returns, her mother asks about David. Anna lies, saying he found deer tracks, went hunting, and will return by evening. Later, she shows her the postcard from the store. Her mother admits she regrets never taking her children to see the ocean. Anna reassures her not to think about it. Anna then goes back to where she left David. He's gone, and only his cross remains. Realizing what this means, she breaks down but hides the truth at home, telling her mother David will come back soon. Her mother, sensing she doesn't have long, tells Anna that after she dies, she and David should leave, find safer people, maybe settle in a city by the ocean, and try to build a better life. She asks Anna to take her outside the next morning to watch the sunrise. Anna refuses, believing her condition is dangerous. Her mother insists she's only sick, not changing, though Anna and David always feared she might be infected. That night, Anna searches for David again, but finds nothing. From far away, someone quietly watches her without attacking, only observing. Anna wakes the next morning and discovers her mother has gone up the hill. She sits under a tree, watches the sunrise, and quietly passes away. For Anna, it's a devastating moment. She is now completely alone. She buries her mother beside her father. With no one left, Anna pushes herself to survive in the wilderness. She catches fish from the creek and uses the metalworking skills she learned from her family, even crafting her own knife. One day at the creek, she spots a man watching her with a gun. Startled, she grabs her weapon, runs home, and locks the door. She's terrified. Someone now knows where she lives, and the world outside has no law to protect her. The man later arrives at her door. He introduces himself as Peter and says he isn't sick and means no harm. He only needs food and clean water. When Anna asks why he followed her, he says people shouldn't live alone. She makes him throw his weapons over the fence before letting him enter. Anna hides the truth and claims her family will return soon. During dinner, they talk, and Peter is impressed by her skills and creativity with metal. He shares that he lives in a distant community of peaceful believers who survive together. He invites her to join, but she refuses, saying she can manage alone. Peter realizes she has no one left. Since his village is far, he asks to stay nearby for the night. Anna agrees, but makes him sleep outside the fence. The next morning, in the rain, they share breakfast. Peter asks to visit her parents' graves, and Anna takes him. He says a few gentle words, then prepares to leave. Before going, he shows her the path to his community and tells her she's welcome anytime if she changes her mind. He never pressures her. The choice remains hers. After thanking Anna, Peter leaves. Alone again, she thinks about her mother's final words. The next day, she decides to follow him to his community. She packs her essentials, takes the path he described, and eventually reaches him. Peter is glad to see her, and they begin their several-day journey. Anna mentions she never found her brother's body, but Peter turns the talk toward belief and faith. As they walk, he suddenly spots something and tells her to hide. An infected-looking man is stalking someone. When he leaves, Peter explains these men are berserkers, a clan that pretends to be sick and worships the illness. They rest for the night. Anna shares how her parents left the city, how her father became ill, and how her mother ended his suffering to save her and David. Peter says his parents abandoned him when he was young. Anna comforts him, and a quiet connection grows. The next day, Peter steps into a bear trap and screams. Anna frees him, but he grabs her gun while she works, startling her, though he returns it. Since he can barely walk, she supports him as they continue. They camp near a lake, and when Anna goes to bathe, Peter watches her from a distance, showing early feelings that the story will explore later. The next morning, Anna wakes to find him gone. She searches and finds him again. Peter says he discovered an old man nearby and wants to check the area carefully first. Anna reminds him he said people should stay together. Peter replies, "Only the good ones." Anna ignores his plan and calls out to the old man, saying they aren't sick. The man signals that they can approach. Peter and Anna approach the old man. Peter stays cautious. The man asks where they're going, and Peter says they're passing through on the way to his community. It seems fine until the man's son appears, aiming a gun at them while Peter only has a shotgun. Harvey, the old man, forces Peter to drop his weapon. His son joins him, and both admit they know about Peter's community and speak against it, claiming that group took a lot from them. Now they want something back. They demand Peter's supplies, and he agrees. Then they ask Anna if she's with Peter by choice. When she says yes, Harvey and his son decide to keep her too. Peter refuses, but they will kill him if he resists. To save him, Anna agrees to stay. Harvey and his son order Peter to leave without his weapons, but the moment Peter gets a chance, he strikes, taking the son's life first and then Harvey's. He's furious that Anna trusted such dangerous people. Anna is stunned that even Peter can be this ruthless, but he explains they would have harmed her and planned to take his life anyway. He warns her to follow his lead from now on. Feeling guilty, she stays quiet and agrees. That night, they rest. Anna looks at her California postcard, the place her mother called heaven, rumored to be free of illness. She asks Peter if he's seen the ocean. He says yes and thinks such a place might be real. When she asks why he never searched for it, he says his duty is to his community. That night, Peter and Anna sleep under the open sky, and he gently holds her hand. Anna's feelings grow. The next day, they see people ahead. Anna raises her gun, but Peter stops her. They're his group. Judith comes forward. hugs Peter, and welcomes Anna. She says Zach wants to meet him. Anna stays cautious. Before entering, she meets Ben, who tells her she must hand over her weapons under community rules. Ben, a former soldier, helps guard the settlement. Anna gives them her weapons. Inside, she meets Zach, the leader. Peter says Anna is a true believer who survived the pandemic, which surprises her. Zach is pleased and announces a celebration. But first, they must handle another matter: a berserker caught trying to enter at night. They go to see him. Judith thinks Anna shouldn't be there, but Peter insists. Zach says the prisoner won't talk and only blows a whistle. The sound triggers Anna's memory, the same whistle used by the man who chased her and David. She stays silent. Zach says the berserkers want their land and must be stopped. Ben argues the settlement is barely surviving, and a war will ruin them. He explains the infection spreads by bites, though its origin is unknown. Ben prefers negotiation, but Judith and Zach want the berserkers destroyed to cleanse the land. Ben disagrees with the plan, but leaves the final choice to Peter. Peter then shows Anna her room. She asks what he meant when he said she was joined to him. Peter explains that since he brought her into the community, tradition says people will identify her through his name, and she shouldn't worry. Anna asks what if she doesn't want to stay. Peter says her arrival was God's decision, and they must accept it. This makes her uneasy. Peter meets Ben as the discussion about the captured berserker begins. Ben wants the prisoner released, fearing the berserkers will attack if they find out. Their settlement lacks the people and weapons for a war. Peter says their job is to protect the community and trust God with the rest. They bring the decision to Judith and Zach. Both insist the man must die. Peter agrees, but Ben is clearly unhappy. That night, Judith tells Anna that Peter invited her to the celebration. She then asks if anything happened between them, a question Anna finds odd. Anna says Peter only helped her. Judith warns her that the community is hers, and Peter was hers first, leaving Anna unsettled. Later, when everyone gathers, Peter tells Zach he wants Anna formally welcomed, which means baptizing her again. Anna says she was already baptized, but Zach insists this baptism cleanses people from the plague. Their constant religious pressure makes her uncomfortable. It feels like they twist beliefs to control others. Anna asks Peter why, if he follows his faith so closely, he needs a second baptism. Peter says the world has changed and new rules are needed, rules he is now setting. That night, Anna talks to Ben. He says she can come to him if anything bothers her. Anna asks if she could request her weapons and leave. Ben warns her never to mention that again for her own safety. It feels like a threat, and she asks if she's a prisoner. Ben explains people here dislike anyone drifting from the true path, and says she'll adjust soon. The next day, Anna's baptism takes place. Peter performs it, but in a strange way. He kisses her, making her uncomfortable. She leaves quietly. Later, Judith calls her to work and shows her the tools, knowing Anna can handle metal. When Anna asks who worked before her, Judith says their former blacksmith lost his way, but gives no details. When Anna goes for food, some girls tell her she's lucky Peter chose her. One says she wishes she had been his first, but is only 13. Anna is confused and assumes they mean a ritual, though their tone feels more like marriage. Outside, the group brings the captured berserker. Zach questions him, but he only blows a whistle. As they prepare to punish him, he sees Anna and recognizes her. Anna approaches and asks about her brother. He says she stole from them. and her brother paid the price. Anna calls the man and his people awful for pretending to be sick to scare others. He says her community is worse, hurting people in God's name. The settlement is safe only because they kept it that way, and she doesn't see that nothing here has changed. They became this way to stop the cycle. She still doesn't understand. He says if she frees him, he'll show her the truth, but she refuses. Zach arrives and asks what they talked about. Anna lies, saying the man claimed none of them will survive. Zach tells her to ignore him, then adds that the community shares everything and she can come to him if she needs anything. His tone makes her uncomfortable. He clearly includes the women. Anna decides she can't stay. She quickly packs to escape, but Peter catches her. She says he lied. Peter admits it, saying he needed a partner and meeting her wasn't an accident. He prayed for one. He wanted someone his age since the community only has young girls or older women, and he wants a family to carry the settlement forward. They will have children and shape its future. Anna refuses and asks if Zach also has a claim on her. Peter says Zach has the same right he has over Judith, but now he has authority too and will protect her. She calls them insane. Peter gets angry and tries to force himself on her. Ben arrives then, announcing an emergency. Anna is terrified, and Ben notices but stays quiet. He reports the berserkers know about their captured man and may attack the community at any moment. The group decides to release the prisoner and try for peace. Peter agrees. They take the man into the woods, and Anna is forced to join them. Fearing she'll escape, Peter even ties her hands. On the way, Ben tells her Peter is a good man and things will settle if she gives him time. Anna, frustrated, says she has no choice anyway. She also admits she wants the prisoner dead for killing her brother. Ben says their safety comes first and warns that the berserkers are brutal. If something happens, she should die fighting rather than fall into their hands. Suddenly, the berserkers ambush them. Everyone runs. A man grabs Anna. It's her brother David, now one of them. Shocked, Anna can't process anything before David knocks her out to protect her. When she wakes, she's in berserker territory. Their leader asks David where his sister went, and David lies, saying she escaped. They've also captured Ben. The leader tells him to join them or die. Ben refuses. Anna tries to stop them, but Ben signals her to remain silent. The berserkers take his life, leaving Anna devastated. The leader then beats David for helping Anna earlier. Anna aims a gun at him, demanding he stop. He moves to end her life, but David grabs the gun and points it at Anna, telling her the berserkers are his family now and she should join them or face death. She can't understand his words until David suddenly turns the gun and takes the leader's life. After taking down the berserker leader, David tells Anna to run before the others arrive. Anna begs him to come, but David knows he must stay to survive. She escapes into the forest. There, she finds Peter, still alive. He protects her from another berserker and then leads her on, showing her their community burning. Peter is heartbroken and asks why God allowed this. Anna says God doesn't take sides. Peter insists they can start a new community together, then tries to force himself on her. Anna defends herself and stabs him in the chest. As he dies, Peter tells her not to fear. He forgives her. Anna returns to the ruined village. Everything is destroyed. Zach's body hangs from a cross. Judith, still alive, helps her lower it. She apologizes for her behavior and asks Anna to stay. But Anna says she always wanted to see the ocean and will now search for it, choosing her own path. Anna walks alone along the road. she reaches the water at last and smiles with relief and hope. And the film ends. At its core, this isn't a zombie or infection film. It's a film about control, belief, and freedom after trauma. The pandemic is just the background. The real threat isn't the virus or the berserkers, it's ideology. Anna begins the story already broken. She has lost almost everything, and survival has become routine. The postcard from California is important. It represents hope, something beyond fear. Throughout the film, the ocean becomes symbolic. It's not just a place. It's freedom. It's choice. It's a world not controlled by someone else. When Peter appears, he seems kind, calm, reasonable. And that's what makes the story powerful. He doesn't look like a villain. He slowly reveals himself as someone who believes he is right. That's the scary part. The community believes they are rebuilding civilization, but in reality, they are rebuilding old systems of ownership and hierarchy, especially over women. The film's deeper meaning lies in this question. When the world collapses, do we rebuild something better? Or do we repeat the same mistakes? Peter and Zach use religion to justify control. They twist faith into structure, structure into power, and power into entitlement. Anna slowly realizes she isn't being saved. She's being absorbed. Her baptism scene is especially important. It's presented as spiritual cleansing, but it feels like a ritual of ownership. The berserkers are interesting too. At first, they seem like monsters, but later we learn they were reacting to something. The man's words to Anna, that nothing has changed, suggest that both sides became extreme in different ways. One side hides behind faith, the other behind brutality. Both lost balance.